Welcome back, Duelists. Another quick speed deck for you guys tonight where you are going to be doing Bandit Keith. Yes, it's night while I'm taping, sorry. Normally I try to leave that portion out. I did promise a giveaway back on Thanksgiving. I said that I was going to pick some names. I did pick 3 names. We threw some names in a hat, pulled 3 names. Congratulations and thanks for watching to Duel Hub, Queen Tsukuyomi, and Forbidden Duelist. You guys probably, I definitely tagged you guys with a comment already to let you know, but this is like the official, your name's on the video. If you guys could just go ahead and send me some mailing information to casualduelist78@gmail.com. I'll send you guys some cards. And since we did some gold openings, well, I did some that were actually mine, and I did my friend's amazing one a few days ago or yesterday. I don't know, days are seeming long. I'm actually going to make sure that there's at least one gold rare card from the new set in each of these little care packs. And again, it's going to be like 3 cards randomly picked out of the prize tin. And so it'll be 2 cards out of the prize tin and a random gold rare. So that's fine. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for commenting. It really does amuse me when you guys join the conversation. And I'm always seeing the same names, and believe it or not, it makes me very happy. But let me get you that speed deck, okay? So let's put that up there. You guys still need your names on the screen. So the list. Real quick, we are going to be using Bandit Keith this time. So I decided for this version, I wanted to do the Spellproof Armor skill card. Now, for our deck, we're going to be using 2 copies of Blast Sphere, 2 copies Dralago, 3 copies Pendulum Machine, and 3 copies of Slot Machine. For our spells, we are going to have 2 copies of 7 completed, 2 copies of Lure Darkness, 1 copy Summoner's Art. For those nasty little decks, we are going to carry 2 copies of Adhesion Trample, and for the first time, I'm going to utilize 3 copies of Champion's Vigilance. Now, like usual, I'm going to have a stack of pick your 5 favorite fusions. So today, just whichever 5 I picked up. And again, this is just to make your opponent think about Waking the Dragons. Again, we are going to be setting some cards in the back row that maybe we don't want to activate prematurely. So don't. Make your opponent play the head game and win. All right? Now, if you guys were just here for the profile, again, we just got that. It's roughly been about 3 minutes. Class is dismissed if that's all you're here for. Thank you for watching. Tell your friends, maybe get them to watch it, maybe throw a sub button on there, whatever you like. For those of you who want to know why, let's get the in-depth now. So the first thing we're going to talk about is our skill. So with Spellproof Armor, you're going to activate this card during the main phase, and it's going to be a beautiful little continuous effect stating that all machines you control are now unaffected by opponent's spell cards, which is brilliant. Secondly, you're going to be allowed to normal summon machine monsters that are normal monsters with 1 less tribute. So again, the Pendulum Machines are free. 6 stars is a 1 tribute, which means a 0 tribute. Which means Slot Machine, my boss monster, is going to be a single because he's a 7. And lastly, if a non-machine monster happens to be in your graveyard, you flip this skill over, and of course this skill may only be used once per duel. So it would be like losing your whole effect. Again, we don't run a single non-machine in the build. The only non-machines are in our extra deck. And right now, I haven't seen any cards in Speed Duel that allow your cards to be tossed from your extra deck by your opponent. If that was in fact the case, we would just stack this with some machines if we had them. And that'd be that. So, Spellproof Armor. Best skill. Now, the Blast Sphere, again, maybe your opponent's going to play something a little different. We're going to use this as our option play or our Allure of Darkness fodder. And again, every monster I chose in here is dark because of Allure of Darkness. I just felt that, I know that somebody's going to go, well, why didn't you play Heavy Metal Raiders? I didn't want to. I wanted spellproof armor. Which is why I definitely went with the slot machine over the launcher spider, even though the stats are better on launcher spider. But the blast sphere would be for the 1 or 2 times you play against somebody who's using like palaminization or something, and somehow get hit with a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And this could be the difference of your opponent winning or you just beating. And again, when this face-down defense monster is attacked by an opponent's monster, before damage calculation, you equip this card to the attacking monster. Then during their next standby phase, destroy this card and the monster it's equipped to. Inflict damage to the opponent equal to the attack the destroyed monster had on the field. So you might be able to deal with Thousand Eyes Restrict this way. We can actually just check that since he's sitting right here. If this card would be destroyed by battle, destroy the equipped monster instead, but this is an effect. So this would be one way to get rid of Thousand Eyes Restrict in case you're playing against a Thousand Eyes spelled build. And of course, if you're playing up against Blue Eyes Ultimate, that's game, no matter how you slice it. So it's just cute. We just play 2. Dralago's in here because he's mid-range. If the only cards your opponent controls are face-up monsters with 1600 or more attack, it may attack directly. Again, if somebody doesn't have a trap card to set, chances are they're just going to hold their cards in their hand. At which point, this could also very well be game, because again, if your opponent has a larger fusion monster, just like a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and you have this character, and that's the only card they have, or what have you, you can still equip it with the 7s completed, choose the attack points, add the 700s to it, and go for the direct game attack. So again, we can bypass the monsters. Again, Pendulum Machine, just a better stat, 1750. And again, it's free to us because it is a single tribute normal. Slot Machine, again, a single tribute. In this deck, normally a double tribute, and again, superior stat of 2k. That's fine. 7's completed seems to fit the theme of Bandit Keith and Slot Machine, and I like the fact that you can choose the attack or the defense, and this is the best bonus that we can give the machines right now, is the 700. I do believe the Machine Conversion Factory was in the game right now, and it's like a 300 AD edition, but I'd rather give it, considerably more for now. So we went with the 7's completed. Again, Alert Darkness. That's why everything's dark. We want to make sure that you're not going to lose your hand when you try to draw. Summoner's Art. This is like saying that there are 4 Pendulum Machines and 4 Slot Machines in our deck. We're going to be able to search it out so that we can guarantee our counter trap in this build. Adhesion trap holes are in here again because some of these monsters lack a little bit, especially when you have decks like Dragon Caller that can call out multiple cards at a time, and without using Floodgate trap holes, which I think are still like $15 a piece in Speed Duel, we can be using the adhesion trap holes, which are much more budget friendly. And again, having monsters, even if your opponent did play something like the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, that's 4,500. So 2,250 after stat reduction. 2,250 is easily deflected by Defense Mode Slot Machine at 2,300. And literally any one of your monsters, except the Blast Sphere, plus a 7's completed, would be able to play cleanup on that. So fantastic. And again, Champion's Vigilance is going to be like our solemn judgment. Because again, this is worried about the star level, not how many monsters that we tributed. So as long as we control the Slot Machine in this build, that is our level 7 or higher normal monster. And when a monster is summoned or a spell trap is activated, negate the summon or activation and destroy the card. So this will allow us to just go ahead and destroy most everything in the game. And again, I said it before, I'm going to spend another 20 seconds on it. Even if you're not playing Waking the Dragons, pick up some fusion monsters, put them in some sleeves, and slap that on the side of the mat, because this is such a big deterrent for a lot of competitive players. I've been online, I've been spectating on a website called Dueling Book. And for those of you who don't know, or maybe you used to play Dueling Network, which was a browser Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel app, you can spectate matches, and I was spectating a lot of speed duels this last weekend. And people who didn't need an extra deck literally weren't even throwing the 5 cards over there just to mess with their opponents. So it could play such a huge mind game with them. You might as well do it. That is my deck. That is my time for today. Again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys with the next video. Later.